Hello to all my Patreon supporters, an extra bonus video for you guys and some stuff that's just come in. This is the Copus One. The Copus One, it's from Holy Bro, and yeah, I'm sorry, fixed wing aficionados. It is a quad, it's a stretched X. Look at it, here it is. Whoop, stretched X. See if I can pull it out because it's stretched quite a bit, 16.9X. Look at that. Let me get rid of the box. It's quite a sweet little thing. I've got to say, it's there was puddles of drool on the table before because it is so nice. 5mm carbon arms chamfered around the edges, so woo, you know, attention to detail. It's a low profile, it's got everything stuck in this little thing here. So effectively, all the mass is concentrated around the center. And it is stretched X. See how there's a little gap there, but there's a really big gap here. So it's much longer than it is wider, which apparently is really good for racing. So Team Nano will thrash this. I'll thrash this to within an inch of its life. Yeah, and I've got to say, it came with a really good manual, which is unusual for a lot of these things. Really good manual, very quick and easy to set up. So yeah, I'm quite impressed so far. I haven't flown it yet. Weather, it's spring. That's what you get. Unexpected and sort of unpleasant weather sometimes, blowing a gale, raining showers, blah blah blah, hail, all that sort of crap. So not to worry, I will be flying this at the earliest opportunity, and the review will go up. And something else which is also really interesting, and I've lost it. How can I do that? What's happened? Where's it gone? Oh no, it's so good, someone stole it. Just a minute, jump cut, found it. Here it is, look. Woo, look at that. Shiny. Now, I don't do unboxings and RC model reviews, but this is a Patreon special, so I think we might just break the rules for once and have a look inside this box. Let's have a look. Who's into FPV? Hands up. Quite a few of you. Okay. Well, you probably like this. This will probably be something that'll interest you. Now, it's not mini quad racing. Oh, no. So don't get all antsy at me because I've got too much mini quad stuff on, because I am still working on the indoor and around your house FPV micro machines, which taking a bit longer than I thought, but no chance to flight test anything. There we go. Look, that's what it looks like without the shiny. Shiny, not shiny. Shiny, not shiny. There you go. All right, so what's inside this? Well, let's remove the suspense. It is the, what is it? Retech 1080p digital video system, DVL1. I haven't looked at the box. You know, you're seeing it live. Well, you're seeing it as I see it. Ta-da! Look at that. There's the, oh, look, hey, that's quite heavy manual. Might weigh that later. How many grams is that manual? But it's obviously got all the stuff you need to know in there. Chinese, English, yay, packing list. There we go. This is what we're getting for the money. A couple of paddly antennas. Look at that, paddly. But more importantly, this looks like the transmitter. So it's not going to go in a mini quad. Let's not be stupid about this. It's designed for your balloony quads. It's actually quite light for the weight. I mean, for the size. Obviously, it's not light for the weight, but it's light for the size. There we go. That's the transmitter. It's got two antennas. We've got connectors for two antennas. I don't know what that weighs. Anyway, you watch the review. I'm not going to review it for you, but I'm going to show you that it arrived and what we're looking at. And here is the receiver. It's a bit like the other HD system, which is for mini quads, which has, where is it? I've lost it. Oh no, here it is. I think this is it. Is this it? This is it. The Pro Sight. I mean, there's the Pro Sight. This is designed for mini quads. It's an HD, what is it, 720p camera. So this is 1080p. It's a bit higher resolution. They're claiming 200 milliseconds latency, so you're not going to go racing with this unless you enjoy spending all day picking your quad out of gates. But it is going to be equivalent to the Lightbridge, I suppose, from the DJI. So if you're a balloon quad person who likes to do lots of cool photography, it's going to give you a 1080p live downlink. I hope, because that's what it says on the box. But we don't know until we test it. So it comes with a bunch of little cables and standoffs and stuff, so no idea what that's all about. But I have got, I'm going to put this on my Cine tank, because I've still got the Cine tank, great little quad for balloon camera stuff. Put that on the Cine tank, and we'll do some range tests, we'll do some quality tests and so forth. Now, I haven't got an HDMI video recorder, which is the problem, so I might have to just record off the high definition 1080p LCD screen. It usually turns out all right if you do it properly, so we'll give that a go. But there you go, a sneak preview, something kind of exciting. Now, I think these are about $575 US, but if you're looking for an equivalent to the Lightbridge system, I mean, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than Lightbridge, I think. And if it performs as well, that'll be cool. This came from Foxtech FPV. So that's worth, if you want to see more, go on the website, you see it there. I mean, I'm not selling them, so, you know, I don't care. But I will be giving this a pretty good going up. I'm going to compare it to this. Remember, this is a newer product, and they're also products in different, and I threatened a while ago to do a shootout between good quality analog FPV and digital FPV. So this might be the time to do it. So what I'll do is I'll compare things like the Runcam Eagle and all the new Runcam cameras with a good 5.8 gigahertz analog connection back down to a DVR, and the digital options. And we'll just look at it from the point of view of if you want to do racing, if you want to do general fixed wing FPV, if you want to do camera work, you know, like professional shooting, which one of these is going to deliver the goods for the best value? I don't know. No bleeding idea. Well, one thing I know is it's not going to go on my Copus One. There you go. That's your extra, your bonus footage for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And as you probably know, if you've been keeping an eye on the 2018 Tokoro Great Fly-In page, having all sorts of strife with the council. In case you haven't followed that, I'll just fill you in. I went to a meeting yesterday. Not only did a councillor call me a liar when I said we've got 150 odd people on Facebook expressing an interest in coming.
Mr. Simpson, I do not believe one single iota of any of your statistics about Facebook and all of that other stuff.
Called me a liar. He wanted me to produce the names and addresses, the figures. He wanted, you know, can't he use Facebook? I don't know.
Are you prepared to provide council with the database of all your alleged friends who want to use our airfield?
Anyway, then he said he wanted a 6-figure bond.
And furthermore, are you prepared to put money where your mouth is and place a decent deposit of at least a 6-figure sum in order for us to be confident that the numbers are there? Are you prepared to do either of those things?
In case my figures didn't stack up. And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. He wants $100,000 from me to run an event, which is going to benefit the town. And what if, you know, and I think by the time you take into account partners, you know, families, because it's a family event. And so by the time you take into account wives and children and so forth, and spectators, there's probably going to be about 300 people here. About 300 people is my guess. So I worked out how much that's going to contribute to the community's coffers. And he said, well, I want a 6-figure deposit in case you don't reach those figures. And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. The council's not putting a cent into this. They're not losing a cent in revenue. If, for example, only half the people came and it was only half as much benefit to the community, what would he do with the rest of my bond? Would they keep it? And what if they kept it, what would they do with it? I mean, I'm not generating this money for them, it's for the community. And anyway, it's stupid. No one has ever been asked to give a 6-figure bond in the history of this town. But it's me, so they're doing their best to try and stop this event going ahead. Oh, it's just, please, if somebody wants to relocate me to somewhere else in the world, let me know. I'll be there in a flash. This town council is just killing this town. And I'm unfortunate enough to be one of the world's leading proponents and advocates and promoters of the hobby. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in a town where the council hates the hobby, does everything at every turn to try and shut it down and stop people enjoying it. So what were the odds of that? What were the odds of me ending up in a town so anti-RC model flying? I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Enough whinging from me. You don't want to hear that. Stay tuned. More stuff coming. Hope to get this stuff all sorted and done within the next week or so. And there's a whole lot more stuff coming too. Hasn't turned up yet though. Damn it. Never mind. So hopefully it will shortly. Thanks for watching. See you later.